spiritual path? Should I practice mantra? Should I practice the presence of God throughout the day? If I meditate, which meditation technique is the best? This is a common question, and I received this question from somebody in India, specifically in connection with the technique and path of Kriya Yoga. All roads lead to Rome. All paths lead to God. All paths lead to soul freedom if the path is authentic, and there are many such authentic paths. Even the lesser ones can be part of your particular pathway to a true path. So it's really not the right question to say which is best, other than which is best for me. What suits my temperament, my spiritual needs. And in that connection, you do have to experiment. It's a little bit like dating in order to find that partner of yours to whom you feel to commit. And so investigation and experimentation can be a good thing. Some of us have been blessed with the grace to have found our spiritual path early in life, and that's wonderful too. But as they say in India, it may be a blessing to be born into a spiritual path, but it's an unfortunate fact if you die in one, meaning if your spiritual path makes you become narrow and sectarian. Your spiritual path should lead towards infinity, towards love and acceptance and respect for all spiritual paths, even if you remain loyal, as you should, to your own path. So what about this Kriya Yoga thing? That was really the essence of the question I received. In this day and age, where meditation and yoga practices are spreading throughout the world and are doing so in a non-affiliated way, a non-sectarian way, which is the only way that people at large will accept and find interest and be attracted to those techniques of yoga and meditation. And Kriya Yoga is one such technique and path. It does include, not so much a caveat, but it does include the provision that one accepts a relationship with the lineage of that path, Paramahansa Yogananda being the one who brought it out most publicly in the world beyond India, and to recognize that the technique of Kriya establishes or comes in respect to a subtle relationship with the divine consciousness that has assumed human form, as it does down through the ages, and the different great teachers, spiritual teachers like Buddha, Krishna, Rama, Yogananda, Jesus Christ, and so forth. And so otherwise our spiritual practice, our meditation practice, is all about enhancing the strength of the ego. And in fact, spiritual paths do that, and meditation especially, and Kriya Yoga even especially, because of how it functions on an elemental existential level of our consciousness. And that's the downside. And so to recognize that we are not the ego, we are not the body, to recognize that there is a higher consciousness, a universal, non-sectarian consciousness, but which takes human form in order for us to relate to, is part of the refinement and the sophistication and the maturity of the spiritual paths. So the Kriya Yoga technique and Kriya Yoga as a spiritual path, a family of techniques, is given as diksha, as given as initiation into a relationship with the divine, with God, through the agency and instrumentality of the divine that has taken a particular human form, or in the case of the lineage, these human forms, and to accept that that's a stepping stone towards transcendence of all form.